हेलो दोस्तों, हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम नेटस्केलर गेटवे कॉन्फ़िगर करेंगे तो स्टोर फ्रंट 3.9। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट।
स्टोर फ्रंट को नेटस्केलर पे कैसे कॉन्फ़िगर।
First we log in into the Netscaler device, and here our storefront server, and you can see the version of Netscaler is 3.9. And this is our storefront website. So we are logging into the storefront website and check even if we are able to launch the application or not. So we launch the application and it's launching now. Yes, it's done. So the application launching is fine, means storefront configuration is uh, done. Now we have to check from the Netscaler side. So we close the application and log in into the Netscaler device. Yeah, we logged in, and now you can see the Netscaler version is 11.0. Yes, the version is 11.0, and it's 1 year. So before configuring the Netscaler gateway, we have to create a certificate. Go to the traffic management, SSL, server certificate wizard, and click on the server certificate wizard, and it says how to create. Now I'm showing how to create the server certificate. SSL server certificate, just put the name. This is the certificate server. So first put the certificate name, whatever you want, just put it here. Key name, you can put the 512 to 4092, any value over here. Then there are two type, PEM or DER. So here we are putting the PEM DES3. Here you can put the password and confirm password, PEM passphrase. So you can put the password for testing, or it's not required or not mandatory over here, but we put the password and create the certificate. The certificate has been created here. Now we will create a CSR as a request. After certificate, we need to create a request. For that we have to transfer the file. So first put the file name, or whatever your fully qualified domain name, like apphub.req. The website is apphub. So, and here the certificate location, certificate name, what you created earlier, and the password. After that you have to choose India, your full address over here. Select full address and the organization name, whatever domain name you have to put the domain name here. My domain name is my lab. So it's a city, email. So this is the full address of your company for which you are creating the certificate. And in common name you have to put the fully qualified domain with fully qualified domain name, whatever the URL for storefront. So it's apphub.mylab.com. mylab is the domain and apphub is the certificate. So, storefront server. Just put the password and company name and you created the CSR request. And after that you have to download the CSR on the desktop and put this in the certificate server. So once you put it in the certificate server, then create a certificate and apply that in the SSL certificate wizard. So once the certificate has been created, you have to download it from Netscaler to your desktop server or the server. So to download it, you have to use WinSCP or any TFTP client to connect with the Netscaler. So I'm just installing the WinSCP over here. Once WinSCP will install, I will connect to the Netscaler and download the certificate on my desktop, in which I'm using. From here I will upload it in the Netscaler. So let install the WinSCP. I'm installing WinSCP over here. So the WinSCP has been installed, and now I am putting the host name of my Netscaler device. It's a IP address and username and password. Then I will connect with the Netscaler device. In the left pane is showing the desktop files, whatever files in my desktop or my documents. I can choose the locations from here. And in the right pane, this is showing the files of my Netscaler appliance. So from the Netscaler, go to the flash nsconfig SSL and you can get the apphub.request file. Just download the file, transfer this file from Netscaler to your desktop in the my documents. You can see it's in the apphub.req file. You can open that in Notepad. Open this in Notepad, copy this all text, select all and copy, and go to the certificate server. Just request a certificate, click on the request a certificate, use the certificate, create submit request and paste it here. Once you paste this, select the BEF is up for web server BES3 and create base 64 encoded. Download the certificate and download it. Yeah, the download of cert new is done. It's a copy this and paste in my document. So now you have the request file as well as the certificate file on the same location. So now come to the Netscaler. and here you have to install the certificate. Click on install certificate, certificate name pair. So write the name over here. It's appup.mylab.com and local certificate file name. Select the certificate file from local, where you put it, and insert new because you have copied it into my document library. So just open it and next the request file. Key file name, password, and create. Password the same you put in the starting. In the beginning of creation the certificate, you have put the password. The same password you have to use here and create, and then done. Installation successfully, and now click on done. The SSL certificate has been installed on the Netscaler. Now go to the SSL traffic management. Inside that SSL, you can see apphub.mylab.com. Now you can see the store name as well as the storefront's website name. It's a local site, and also you have to create a host name in the domain server. So create a host name with the IP address, the app hub, the host name and IP address, so that whenever you open the website, it can find the domain on the domain server, and the website can be launched for the users. So first you have to create the host name in the domain server, and now on the Netscaler device appliance, go to the Netscaler to create the Netscaler gateway for storefront 3.9. So now we will go to configure the Netscaler gateway. Go to the Zen app and Zen desktop, get started, and it's a web interface storefront. So we are going for the storefront. So put the storefront over here and continue. Netscaler gateway IP. So provide the IP address over here. It's a 192.168.0.059, whatever you put in the DNS. Yes, the IP address you have put in the host name in the DNS. You have created the host name in the DNS. So virtual server name is app hub. Sorry, I put the IP address wrong. It's 192.168.0.59 and it's 0.59. Okay, not taking 0. Okay. Now click on continue. verified the IP address and click on the continue, and it will show the existing certificate or install certificate. We'll use the existing certificate because we have already created the certificate. So click and select the mylab.com, continue. Now we have the option to choose the dual authentication or the single authentication, but in my lab I'm using the single authentication because I don't have the option for radius or radius. But in case we are using this dual authentication, we can use the radius on top priority and then DNS LDAP used the port number 389. By default you can see the port number over here. So for the one single authentication, we have to select the LDAP. But in the organization, they use the dual authentication. It could be radius, TACAS, or the LDAP. So whatever they can use, they can use with the LDAP server. So choose the LDAP and the AD IP address of the Active Directory LDAP server, port number. Here C equal to user equal to domain name like mylab, and then cn equal to com. It could be the user mylab.com, and the service account, whatever is the administrator or NS root. For Netscaler is NS root, but for Windows Server is administrator. So administrator at the rate domain.com, and SAM account name. So server login name is SAM account name. SAM account use means it will be for each user, unique for each user. It's the same like in profile you use the percentage username percentage or has SAM account percentage. Has means whatever user login means, if a user A logs in, it authenticate for A only. If B logs in, then it authenticates for B only. So it's a user specific, and then put the password and confirm password and continue. And now you have to provide the storefront detail, the storefront website name, site plan. So from here you have to copy the storefront website, paste it here, and it's a HTTP, remove that, and it's a cut the is a lic01.mylab.com. that is the storefront FQDN. It's a storefront server's name, then site name. In the URL Citrix receiver URL is after lic01, the whole part is site path. So put the Citrix and the site path over here, and after that is a single sign on domain. It's a domain name, storefront, and this whatever. So it's a mylab.com. So and after that storefront name is store. Okay, and here is a STA server, secure ticketing authority server. So it's just adding the DDC01 mylab, whatever this STA server in the environment, we can add it over here. Storefront server name, IP address, we have put the server, and here is the IP address. Okay, now it's done. So the Netscaler gateway configuration has been done in the Netscaler perspectives, but now we configure this. Also we need to make some configuration in the storefront, but before that we can see the virtual server is up. We can see the authentication method LDAP policy is here, which we applied as okay. It's a member of CN in the policy, and now in the storefront, just go to the general settings, display name, app hub, whatever, the Netscaler gateway URL. Whatever you configured for your environment, you can add it here. app.mylog.com, but we have created the myapp.com app my app, and here is the detail of STS servers. It's a DTC1, whatever we put in the Netscaler configuration, it's the same. Click OK. Next, so you have added the STS server over there, and authentication setting is a callback URL. What is the callback URL? Is a callback URL. There are two type of URL in the storefront. One is a URL which storefront URL for the incoming traffic, and the for outgoing traffic is a callback URL. So here we are creating the callback URL.
Create.
And now creating the storefront, adding the Netscaler appliance. So it has been added successfully. Finish. It's a app hub. You can see the app hub over here. And the Netscaler device is added for the storefront. It's the URL apphub.mylab.com. And for testing, we can open this from outside and see what happens. Just it's showing not secure because of the certificate, so we have to install the certificate on the desktop first, otherwise it will show the same error. But except that, we can open it. Incorrect. Try again. Incorrect. Checking the certificate is added or not, but we can do it if it's not added. Local computer, and go to the certificate, search the certificate over here. just down double click on the certificate. This is the root certificate is pasted here. Yeah, this one is the root certificate. Import next. Also, the another way we can double click on the certificate and click on install next and finish. It will install the certificate. And now open the storefront URL. Hmm. Netscaler with unified gateway. Once the our gateway will install, we can check how many users can log in uh, from there. So just checking it. Due to the errors, I'm replacing the host name with the IP address of the storefront server, and now trying to log in. No, it means it's not getting authenticated by the LDAP server. So let me check the issue. And after this tutorial video, I will place the commands. I will paste the command in the comment description box below. You can find out how to configure the Netscaler gateway through the command line in the Netscaler perspective. So all Netscaler configuration can be done from the command line. So I will put the command in the description box below. keep continue watching my video, and please like, share as much as you can, and please uh, put comments in the below of the video. So keep watching. Thanks for watching. Wait for our next video for the regarding the same configuration on the Netscaler gateway on Netscaler appliance version 12. It will update soon. So wait for the new video of Netscaler gateway for the firmware version 12. Thanks.